Hello everyone, I am Nazia Shaheen Ansari and I want you to think about the time when you had to say no to a dream just because your circumstances did not allow you to pursue that. I have something interesting to share. I am an avid reader ever since my childhood. I wanted to read a lot of books, but I never had enough money to buy all of them. The money I used to receive occasionally on my birthdays and etc., I used to buy books from that. My sister used to take me to a place where used books were sold on a cart. We used to stand under scorching heat for hours to find the books we wanted. As a child, I never liked that experience. And one day I asked my sister to take me to a proper bookstore where we have good environment and new books. And my sister said, Nazia, you really need to think what is more important to you right now. Learning as much as you can or the smell of the paper. Because the money we have can either buy us 5 used books or 1 new book. I don't know where you are. You have to decide yourself. As a child, I was unable to respond to that question immediately, but I thought about it later and I told my sister that learning is more important to me. The books I had, I started running a mini library from, which was actually a library in a bag. I used to lend books to my friends, family, neighbors, and from that money I used to buy more used books. And that's how I continued the cycle of learning until I got some financial stability of my own and reached to this wonderful time where we have access to learning material for almost free. That was not possible back in 1980s. So what is my learning from all that experience? That when we say no to something we deeply desire just because of our circumstances, we refuse to exercise the talent that Almighty has given to each one of us. He has given us the ability to think, the power to decide, the free will. And that's the reason He labeled us as crown of creation. But when we succumb to our circumstances, we deny this wonderful gift of Him. And that's the worst thing a human being can do to him or herself. Our circumstances don't define who we are. Our decisions do. As they say, I'm equal to the choices I made in life. If you read the success stories of wonderful people, you will come to know that almost all of them were born and raised in difficult circumstances. I have few examples to share. Oprah Winfrey, famous TV host, author, $2.8 billion worth as of today. She was born and raised in a poor family. She was an unwanted child, a childhood full of miseries. Canadian American actor Jim Carrey, $117 million worth. He had career full of personal professional challenges. At one point of time, he had to sleep in a tent. Les Brown, one of the best paid motivational speaker as of today, $18 million worth. He was adopted by a lady who adopted 7 children including him, and she was a domestic assistant. How did they do that? How did they turn the tables? And these are just 3 examples. The world is full of them. If you read the success stories of all the successful people, you will come to know that there is only one thing common in every story. What was that? They refused to let go their dreams. They refused to become the victim of their circumstances. As George Bernard Shaw beautifully put into words when he said, people always blame their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. Because people who get into this world, they are the ones who get up to and look for the circumstances they want. If they don't find them, they create them. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. What's your story and what's your dream?